showing up there. Well, we'll just have to go for it, I suppose, and see if this was actually going to work this time. New hardware, new software, bugs, hopefully. Well, go for it, I suppose, and see if this was actually going to work this time. Oh, I got feedback. Awesome. Excellent. Right. Hello, everyone. If you haven't met me, well done. You escaped a bullet. My name is David Anderson. I'm the organizer of Bob and Pagan Moot, both the group and the meet. And there's going to be a lot more of these once I actually get my software and my hardware to actually align. It's easier to build a universe, I think. There's going to be a lot more of these little talks, different features and whatnot, about the history, about the archaeology, about hermetic principles, about occult principles, a repeat of some of the lectures I've done at different moots and different archaeology sites. And this one is about Hecate's Deipnon, or Deipnon. And because there's been a few people asking what the hell it is, particularly if you look on the events part of this group, you'll see that there's a number of esbats, different solstices, equinoxes, cross-quarter days listed out as if they are events, and those are dates for your information only, not actually indicating that something is happening online or anything of that nature. Okay, so Deipnon, or Deipna, it's Greek. It means meal. Now some people confuse it as meaning dark moon. It doesn't. It means dark night. What the Greeks actually did was, and this boils down to the way the day is constructed. Our new day now starts at midnight. It used to be a day and a night. So as soon as dawn happened, you would have a new day. Into the night, and the dawn would be, well, the next day would be the start of the next day after that. That makes sense. The Greeks did it slightly differently. Sunset would be the end of the day. Thereby, after the sun had gone down, that's the start of the new day. So a Deipna would be, the dark night would be the first meal of the new day, and that would be spent with the family. Conversely, Hecate's Deipna is a monthly event on the dark moon. Now, it's part of a larger series of festivals that come around at that time. You've got her night, which is the night of the dark moon, and then you've got a celebration on the following day, Numenia, which means new moon. Yeah, so you've got the dark night and you've got the new moon. Now, Hecate is a bit of a character, shall we say. The way that the Greeks listed her towards the end of the Greek Empire and the Greek rule in the Hellenic period, by this time, Hecate had become a lesser goddess. Effectively nothing more than a handmaiden to other goddesses and such like. But she didn't start out that way. In actual fact, she's not even a goddess. The Greeks referred to her as a titaness. And she was one of those that supported the gods during the Titan Wars, so she survived. And she was seen as quite an important and worthy titaness. But her history is far older than that. because the Greeks didn't create the story behind Hecate. They named her Hecate, but she's not Greek. She actually comes, well, was adopted from something far older, and that was called Ereshkigal. And she is from the Sumerian, not Sumerian, but the culture before the Sumerian, the Sumerian cultures, as a primordial being older than creation. And she was related to a whole aspect of things, of wisdom and magic and creation, because creation was seen as an act of magic. Now, she is a primordial being. She is omnipotent. She is someone that you don't want to mess with. She's older than this universe. Us as a spiritual being, our spirituality, our soul, as it will, is a cluster of energy that at some stage developed a consciousness. That was during the existence, or since the beginning of this universe. This universe has a beginning, and it exists within a cosmos. And that cosmos is a lot older. It has other universes, it has a quantum field that travels through it. But she is a creation of the cosmos, not of the universe. So she is far older and part of creation in itself. So to do a Hecate's Deipnon, you need to do a little bit of research about her, about which aspect of her you want to follow, which one are you going to become devoted to. Are you going to become a priest or a priestess and then sort of follow her or align yourself with her theologies and philosophies? Which one of those you're going to? It's not just a case of you put a food offering out at a crossroads somewhere. That in itself was never done by the Greeks when they followed the Deipnon, Hecate's Deipnon. They would put food out for travelers at a crossroads. And the crossroads can be a three-way or a four-way. And the food was left there because you better serve her by doing something for other people. She seems to enjoy that. Okay? So if you're going to do a Deipnon on the dates, on the new moon, make sure you know the direction that you want to go in with it. She is unlike the Greek gods. When the Greeks created their idea of who Zeus and Athena and all these others were, they made them capricious, which means that they had sort of human failings. They could be nasty, they could be spiteful, they could be hurtful. Hecate isn't, but she's not one to shield you from the truth. Okay? That can come as a bit of a shock. She's not woke. She doesn't care about your feelings. She's going to say it as she sees it. She's going to show you exactly how it is. Whether you agree with it or doesn't. Whether you believe it or whether you don't. It doesn't make a slightest bit of difference. It's not going to change it. Reality is reality. It is what it is. That's an old saying. Okay? So make sure you do your research behind her first. There's lots of people on TikTok, on Discord, on YouTube, who are genuine. You can find them, you can talk to them, you can follow in their groups, get ideas, so that you know what it is that you want to be, whether a high priestess or a devotee or a follower, why you want to practice the Deipnon, who you're going to help. Even the Greeks had food banks, so poverty and hunger is not a new issue, and a lot of them would do that, would post their food to food banks or to crossroads like I said, it'd either be a 4-way or a 3-way, because that would be the point where travellers and the needy and the hungry would go. And she was better served by doing things like that than leaving something on your altar that eventually you're going to have to throw away. So on one side, you're giving her something that you know in the very near future is going to become rubbish. It's going to be put into the trash. It's like me giving you a Christmas present and saying, oh, I want it back by Easter. Yeah? You wouldn't like that. She doesn't like that either. And don't do things just to think that she can grant you a boon, because that's just bribery. Alright, so a Deipnon is dedicated to her. It's for you to have your friends and similar minded people to come together in honor of Hecate, to have done something to aid the community and to have fun with. And if she happens to step your way and puts you on a path, don't forget she's also the key holder. She will illuminate the way. You walk it. Just be aware, like I said, she doesn't care about your feelings. Accept it for what it is and be grateful. Does that answer what a Deipnon is? If it doesn't, put a question in the comments and I will endeavour to come back on and answer it. In fact, do that anyway. And with that note, have a good day.